Bernie Sanders is renewing his calls for a windfall profit tax as corporate price gouging continues to get worse. Isn't this what President Biden should be doing right now? Saying, hey, look, you're making 155% increase in profits across the board.
Yeah.
Chevron is 800% increase in profits. Two biggest quarters Chevron has ever had in its entire history. And we, at the same time, like we talked about, are shipping oil overseas to people taken out of our reserves. And Bernie Sanders is saying, wait a second. Why don't you just initiate a windfall tax? Why don't you just do that?
Yeah, and Bernie's windfall tax wouldn't just be for the oil and gas industry. We're talking about every industry across the board here. And when people see the number, because he wants a 95% windfall tax, people don't quite understand what that means. Like, oh, we're going to tax them 95%. No. What it means is we take their pre-pandemic profit level, compare it to today. So whatever they make today that is equal to the pre-pandemic level, that does not get taxed. It's everything above that level that then would get taxed at that 95% rate. So, we've talked about Tyson. Tyson is a great example. They've admitted, yeah, we paid $100 billion more because of inflation, but we charge consumers $2 billion more because we can. It's always that answer, because we can. And it is price gouging.
But that's what a president does. Doesn't a president take control of that and say, no, that's not appropriate. We're not going to let you do that. But the point being is, Biden is talking about, hey, gee, what we ought to do is have a federal tax-free day. Okay, now what does that mean? It means that what he's doing is he's passing this on indirectly to taxpayers, because it rounds itself out and taxpayers pay it. The same thing where he goes with the tax, the set federal tax excise on fuel. I think it's like 18 cents, somewhere 18 to 20 cents. He says, there's discussion, well, let's do away with that. Well, aren't we really saying, taxpayers, why don't you bear the brunt as Exxon makes an 800% increase in their profits, as all of these companies make more money than they've ever made? Why don't we make taxpayers go ahead and burden? It's all they're doing is shifting responsibility on.
Yeah, and I've repeatedly, talked about on shows how stupid the gas tax holiday is. Because does everybody know what the gas tax pays for? It pays for infrastructure in the United States.
Right.
So we're literally saying, okay, we're going to sacrifice our roads and bridges and railways to save you, I think the real number is $270 a year per family. But we're going to let these oil companies charge you 800% more.
Yeah. In other words, let's let them make money, and taxpayer. What it's doing, it's externalizing all the risks to taxpayers, while you internalize the profits to the oil companies. That's exactly what's going on here.